Give it Chris Morgan till the end of the playoffs. What could possibly go wrong?
𝗚𝗿𝗶𝗹𝗶. 𝗚𝗿𝗶𝗶𝗹𝗶. 𝗚𝗿𝗶𝗶𝗹𝗶.
Sheffield United versus Cardiff City, a 5:30 p.m. kickoff at Bramall Lane on Easter Friday. Did you get an egg? The Blades laying an egg at Plymouth with a disastrous result for any team wishing to return to the misery of the Premier League. Errors, missed opportunities, and Chris Wilder seemingly getting a bit shirty with fans and players of the opposition. Now, whatever you think about that, and I am always interested in your thoughts, in this age of cliches, XG, monosyllabic managers, he is worth watching. It's fair to say Chris Wilder is box office. Now, before we go any further, thanks to our video sponsors, Panenka Bar and Grill. Panenka is a stunning premium bar set over 2 floors with 2 bars, separate restaurant space with luxury, unique VIP boxes for private hire. Panenka truly is Sheffield's ultimate social experience. Panenka is also the Sheff United Way's designated pre- and post-match bar of choice. All the live matches are on. It is the perfect place to meet friends before making the short walk onto beautiful downtown Bramall Lane for the big game. You will find Panenka at the entrance to New Era Square. Now let's look at the Championship, the top end, the business end. Burnley have only lost 2 games. You could argue they deserve to go up. I mean, they've only conceded 13 goals. 13 goals. This is in 42 games. And they've only scored 57. That's on the low side. People say Burnley don't score a lot of goals. But guess what? United have only scored 57. But we've let in 33. And it feels like all of those since 𝗍𝗲𝗄 left. Leeds have scored 82. 82. 8-2. 82 goals in 42. That's double. I mean, it's not. That would be 84. But I tend to look at maths with a more vibe-based approach. There are 3 teams that I believe deserve to be promoted. And, the best way to go up, I also believe, is via the playoffs. Because, A, we've never done it. What a day it would be. I know I'd rather go up with no stress and plenty of transfer planning time. But if that doesn't happen, and it might not happen, we might have to kind of come to terms with that. I'm going to be positive, and I'm going to believe in the Blades in the playoffs. A very, very fun, particularly for me, expensive day out. Now, team prediction for this match. I'm going to go with something slightly different. Now, I've been speaking with Statsman Adam, and we've kind of combined an 11. Cooper, Clark, Anel, Rob Holding, McCallum, Peck, Brooks, Harmer, O'Hare, Campbell, Moore. And you can see that that is a slightly different formation with 2 up top. So, what do you make of that? You've got Cooper in goal, Clark right back, Anel Holding coming in for Jack Robinson. A few people saying that. McCallum coming in for Burrows, who's not quite been the Harrison Burrows we saw earlier. Peck in the middle. Then you can have Brooks and Harmer out wide. O'Hare playing just behind Tyrese Campbell and Moore. Sousa took a knock against Plymouth, as we saw, and we need 100%. This is a crucial stage of the season. I've seen some people say throw the kids in, nothing left to play for. That's not true. There is still automatic promotion to play for. Burnley and Leeds, could lose games. Sheffield United could win all our remaining fixtures. I know Tom Davies would be great if we had him back, and hopefully we will get him back at some point soon, because he could be, and I said this last time, he could be like a new signing in the final run-in. Disagree with that lineup? Like what you see? Let me know your thoughts. Now, if you're interested in the Championship possession stats from the weekend, Sheffield United against Plymouth had a lot of possession. I mean, it started out just like all United. 70% possession. Sunderland in their match, 68% possession. Sheffield Wednesday, 64. Middlesbrough, 61. Watford, 61. That's the top 5 possession stats from the weekend. And it just goes to show, and maybe we've known this since Leicester City won the Premier League, possession really counts for very, very little if you're not going to do anything with it. So I am quite happy in this Cardiff match. Cardiff have all the ball. And do you know what? If we hit you on the break at home, which isn't very like Sheffield United, and we take a 2-0 or whatever, or a 1-0 off someone's backside in the final minute, I don't care. Because right now, at this stage of the season, it's going to be all about getting results. Now, let's talk about another one of our fantastic sponsors, friends of the channel, 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗹𝗹, a virtual band. Many of their members are Blades. So check out 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗹𝗹 sheffield.com. We can all help each other. The album Tall Tales of 10 Girls, a really good listen. They're releasing new music with a new album called Pop Songs Your Mum Would Like. If you want to check out Every Day Now Is a Gift, it's well worth lending your ears to. Now, Cardiff City are the opposition. They sit 22nd in the table, the relegation zone, with 42 points from 42 games. They've drawn every match except for the ones they've lost or won. Their last match was a 1-0 defeat at home to Stoke City, an 85th minute own goal. It was heartbreak from Fish. Before that, he'd been seeming like a real catch. Prior to that, in the month of April, they'd drawn with Preston and Queen's Park Rangers. They lined up against Stoke in a 3-5-2-1 under the stewardship of manager 𝗚𝗿𝗍𝗍. Here was the team: 𝗏𝗏, Darland, Fish, and G, best name in football. O'Dowda, the captain, Alves, Chambers, Robertson, Ashford. They had 𝗏𝗏 and former Blade, Callum Robinson. We'll talk more about him when we get to player connections. You can already start thinking of those and pop some in the comments. The referee for Sheffield United versus Cardiff City is Tony Harrington. This is an outrage. He's from Cleveland, which is a city in Ohio, and Ohio means good morning in Japanese. Now, he's taken charge of 24 matches in all competitions so far this season. He's issued 100 yellows. That's a bit high. He's given 5 reds, 3 were second yellows, and he's only given 4 penalties, which is extremely low. He took charge of Cardiff's 1-1 home draw with Bristol City earlier this season, but it is his first United match of the season. Last season, though, he did referee us twice, both defeats. Not a surprise. You could probably pick any 2 random games last season. Chances are we lost them. The first was a 3-2 at Palace, and the second a 5-1 at Newcastle, where he did give one of his very rare penalties. Naturally, it was for Newcastle. Now we come to our player connections. As always, I've gone for 4 players who've played for both. Rob Page, what a legend. Just the 9 appearances for Cardiff after a stellar career as captain of the Blades, making 128 appearances and scoring 1 goal against Norwich, I think, if memory serves. If I've got that wrong, let me know. Rob Page's wife and child used to sit just yards away from my season ticket seat. Callum Robinson, I did promise we'd get to him. 20 Blades appearances, just the 2 goals in 2019. Been with Cardiff since 2022, 19 goals in 70 games. Is he a striker? I felt like we got him as a winger. Not sure it ever really worked. 𝗍𝗵𝗴, well, 2020 to 2022, he was at the Bluebirds. And listen to this, 66 appearances and a very healthy return of 25 goals. What I wouldn't give for another 20 goals with the Blades. It's been 22 appearances this season and 5 goals. He really did show up, though, at Cardiff earlier in the season with United winning 2-0. I'm going to finish with the Beard, friend of the channel. We've got an interview with him on here. John Brayford played with Cardiff 2013-15, 30 appearances, then United, first on loan, then a permanent signing, 69, nice appearances, 4 goals, and a cracking chap as well. Now we come to our score prediction, and if you'd like your score prediction shared here and to receive a whole host of other benefits, as well as support us, head to patreon.com/SheffUnitedWay. It really helps us to continue to do whatever it is we do. Now, Ollie thinks we'll win 2-0. Steve says 1-0 United, but Ray thinks we're actually losing by that same scoreline at home to Cardiff City. Nick is saying it'll be a rather dull 0-0, while MVB believes we get a reaction out of United and we thrash Cardiff 3-0. Adam predicts a goalie game, 4-2, a 4-2 win for United. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. As ever, thank you very much for watching or listening if you get us as an audio podcast. Up the Blades.
𝗚𝗿𝗶𝗵𝗹𝗏.